Alright, so this is 301. Diameter of a circle has endpoints -2, 3, and 6, 3. What is an equation of the circle? Alright, so if we have a circle and we have a diameter and we know the endpoints, if we want to find the center, we just use the midpoint formula. So that's x1 plus x2 over 2, comma y1 plus y2 over 2. That's one way to do it anyway. That's the way I'm going to do it. -2 plus 6 over 2, comma 3 plus 3 over 2. That gives you 4 over 2, comma 6 over 2. That gives you 2, comma 3. So remember, the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So we would have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals, and then we can use the distance formula to find the distance between those 2 points, or if it's -2, 3, this thing would actually look like this. This would be -2, comma 3, and this point would be 6, comma 3. So I could actually just see the distance between these two is 6 plus 2 more, right? From -2 to 6, that's 8. So the r would be 8. So equals 8 squared. No. Oh, the radius would be 4, sorry. Equals 4 squared. So then this would equal 16. So choice 1. Okay, so this would be x minus -3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 4 squared. So that would be x plus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 16, because remember, the equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So plus, minus, and 16. There it is. Choice 2. Okay, so here we have same deal. Okay, we would have x minus -2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 5 squared. That would give us x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. Choice 3. Again, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus 7 squared plus y minus -3 squared equals 4 squared. That's x minus 7 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 16. So -7 plus 3 and 16. Choice 3. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus 1 squared plus y minus -4 squared equals 5 squared. X minus 1 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 25. -1 plus 4, 25. Choice 4. Again, so we got x minus 2 squared plus y minus -8 squared equals 9 squared. X minus 2 squared plus y plus 8 squared equals 81. Oh, that's not it. -2 plus 8, 81. Choice 4. So the center would be 0, 4. Radius is 6. So we get x squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 36. Let's see. Negative 4, 2. 4, negative 4. So this is the diameter of my circle, right? So I can draw in a real quick circle here. It doesn't have to look good, right? So how do I get, well, if I want to find the midpoint, because that would be the center, I mean, I can see it's right here, but I got to check, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I know that's the center. So my center is at 0, negative 1. Now my radius is 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's 5, but let's check by checking a right triangle. 3, 4, 5. So my radius is 5. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus 0 squared plus y minus negative 1 squared equals 5 squared. X squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 25. Okay? Let's see. So the center is at negative 5 comma 1, and the radius is 1, 2, 3. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus negative 5 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 3 squared. X plus 5 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 9. Plus 5 minus 1, 9. Is 2. Okay, so my center is at 0, 0, and my radius 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 4 squared. X squared plus y squared equals 16. Choice 4. Alright, so center is negative 1, 3. Radius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus negative 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 5 squared. X plus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. Plus 1 minus 3, 25. Okay. What is an equation of circle O shown in the graph below? So the center is 2, 2. And the radius is 1, 2, 3. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 3 squared. Equals 9. 3 squared is 9. So minus 2, and 9. Whoop, I must have made a mistake. Oh, that's a negative here. So that's negative. So minus negative 2. Let's keep that at 3 squared for now. So x plus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 9. There's a minus missing from that 2, so make sure you put that in front of that 2. So plus 2 minus 2, 9. Plus 2 minus 2, plus 2 minus 2, 9. Okay. So I could eyeball out my center right away, which is at negative 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 3, negative 4. And the radius is easy to pick out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. X minus negative 3 squared plus y minus negative 4 squared equals 5 squared. X plus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 25. Plus 3 plus 4 and 25. Choice 2. Okay, let's see. Center, negative 1, comma 2. Radius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X minus negative 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 6 squared. X plus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 36. Let's see, 1, 2. So the center was at 5, negative 4. And the radius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be a comma b and the square root of c, right? Because This one's going to be 0, negative 3, square root of 13. Three, negative 3, 6. I'm just going to go back to 318 for a second. Zero comma 7 and 4. Choice 1. 5 comma negative 3 and 4. 2 comma negative 3 and 6. In the first quadrant, well, this one would be 4 comma 5 and an r equals 3. This one would be negative 4, negative 5, r equals 3. Negative 4, negative 5, r equals 5. 5, 4, r equals 5. So if we're talking about quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be none of these. Oh, first quadrant. So we know it's not this and it's not this. So it's going to be this one with the smaller radius. 4 over 5 up with a smaller radius. Okay? Choice 1. And you could plot that to check. Which graph represents a circle with the equation? So it's got to have 5 comma negative 1 and r equals 3. Choice 1. It's got to be 2 comma negative 4 and r equals 2. Choice 2. It's got to be 3 comma negative 1 and r equals 2. Choice 2. It's got to be negative 2 comma 0 and r equals 4. Choice 3. Okay, we got a rectangular prism with a length of 10, a width of 2, and an unknown height. So let's see, a length of 10 centimeters, a width of 2 centimeters, and an unknown height. He needs to build another rectangular prism a length of 5 centimeters, the same height, h. The volumes will be the same, okay? So V and V. So V is base area times height. And the B for a rectangle is length times width. Okay, and this is the B. So actually it would be height no. The height is the h, so the base area would be, depends on how you look at this, okay? So our base area in this case it doesn't really matter. Alright, the base area is, we can say it's these two dimensions, but all we know is that the volume is length times width times height, right? There's the height, and the base area is the length times the width. We called this the height and the width, but you could call it length and width, and you can call this the height. Okay? Doesn't matter how you want to look at it. So the volume of a rectangular prism is LWH, length times width times height. It's the three different dimensions multiplied together. So we know that the two volumes must be the same, so length, width, height must equal length, width, height. Let's look at the first shape. My length was 10, my width was 2, and my height was h, and that must equal, my length is 5, my width is w, and my height is h. Okay, so we have 20h equals 5wh. If we divide by 5h, we will get w equals 4. Okay, centimeters. Rectangular prism. The volume is 3x squared plus 18x plus 24. So I can factor that, which is probably what I'm going to need to do anyway. Okay, so the length of x plus 2, a width of 3, which expression represents its height? So the x plus 2 was the length, the width was 3, so the x plus 4 must be the height, because it's one thing times another thing times another thing. So this must be x plus 4. Triangular prism. This time the volume is still BH, but B is 1/2 let's call it base times height, right? And that's the height of the triangle. So B is 1/2 times 6 times 4. So B is 12. So the volume equals 12H. The volume equals 12 times 10. So the volume is 120 inches cubed, which is choice 3. Volume of a rectangular prism. I just like to quickly draw these things in case just to give me a visual. So the volume is 144 inches cubed. The height is 8 inches. So what could be the dimensions of the base? So let's say width and length. So I know that V must equal length times width times height. 144 must equal LW 8. So if I divide by 8, LW could be 18. So which ones give me a product of 18? Not 9 times 9, not 12 times 8. Let's try 2.5 times 7.2. That's it. Choice 2. guy needs a rectangular shipping box. Have a length of 11 inches, width of 8 inches. It wants to know H if the volume is 800 inches cubed. So V equals length, width, height. 800 equals 11 times 8 times H. 800 equals 88H divided by 88. The height is approximately 9.1 inches. Okay. Oh, we got a pyramid here. Volume is 1/3 base area times height. The base is S squared because this is a square. So the base area is 12 squared, so the base area is 144. So the volume is 1/3 times 144 times H, which is 42. So the volume is 2016 meters cubed. The base of a pyramid is a rectangle. With a width of 6 and a length of 8, so 6 and 8. Find the height. Whoop. Find the height if the volume is 288 centimeters cubed. So V equals 1/3 base area times height. The base area this time is length times width. So that's 6 times 8, 48. So, 288 equals 1/3 times 48 times H. 288 equals 16H. (18 centimeters). A right circular cylinder has a volume 1,000 inches cubed and a height of 8 inches. What is the radius? Well, the volume is BH again, but our B this time is pi r squared. This is our B. So our volume is pi r squared H. So the volume is, which we know, the volume is 1,000. So that's equal to pi r squared times 8. So divide by 8 pi, and you get r squared equals 1,000 over 8 pi. So r is the square root of 1,000 over 8 pi, which is approximately what do we want to the nearest tenth? 6.3. That would be inches. Choice 1. So if this is 12, then this is 6, right? And the volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. It's really bh, but b is pi r squared. So v is 1/3 times pi times 6 squared times 27. In terms of pi, 1/3 times 6 squared times 27, 324 pi centimeters cubed. Choice 2. A right circular cylinder has an altitude of 11 feet, a radius of 5 feet. It wants the lateral area. That straight off the formula sheet is 2 pi r, what is it? 2 pi r h. So L equals 2 pi 5 11. And it wants to the nearest tenth, so it's approximately 2 pi times 5 times 11, 345.6 feet squared. Okay, we got a cylinder. A height of 15 centimeters. And a diameter of 12, so then the radius is 6. So V equals BH, where B is pi r squared. So V equals pi r squared h. So V equals pi 6 squared times 15. So V is, in terms of pi, 6 squared times 15, 540 pi centimeters cubed. A paint can in the shape of a right circular cylinder. The volume is 600 pi. Its altitude is 12 inches. Find the radius. And then find the lateral area. So, volume is pi r squared h. It's really bh, right? But our b is pi r squared. So the volume, we know the volume. It's 600 pi, and that equals pi r squared, and we know that h is 12. So let's divide by 12 pi. Cancel, 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 cancel. So r squared equals, and let's see if 600 divides by 12 evenly, 50. So r squared is 50. So r is the square root of 50. If I take 50, I can do 2 and 25, 5 and 5. So r equals the square root of 2 times 5 times 5. Go like this. R equals 5 radical 2. Simplest radical form. That's inches. Now, L is 2 pi RH. So L is 2 times pi times 5 radical 2 times 12. So L is approximately, because they want this to the nearest tenth of a square inch, 2 pi times 5 radical 2 times 12. 533.1 inches squared. Okay? Another cylinder. It's to be painted. Only the lateral area. 2 pi RH. So L equals 2 pi times 12 times 22. So L, in terms of pi, is 528 pi feet squared. So take 528 pi, divide by 600 square feet per can, and you get approximately 2.8. So you need 3 cans. A cylinder has a height of 7 centimeters and the diameter is 10 centimeters, so then the radius is 5 centimeters. So V is BH, it wants the volume, B is pi r squared, so V is pi r squared H, so V is pi times 5 squared times 7 in terms of pi. So volume equals 175 pi centimeters cubed. We have a cylinder. The height is 8 centimeters. The volume is 12566.4 centimeters cubed. Find the radius. So V is BH, but B is pi r squared. So V is pi r squared H. So 12566.4 equals pi r squared 8 to the nearest tenth. So first we're going to divide by 8 pi. Cancel, 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 cancel. So r squared is 12566.4 over 8 pi. So then r is the square root of 12566.4 over 8 pi, which is approximately, when we round, 22.4 centimeters. We have a cone. Give me 1 second here. Just looking up the formula sheet because I forgot the lateral area of a cone, and I know I'm going to need that at some point in the next few problems. So I'm pulling that up.
Has forced you to reassess all your bills, looking for someplace
What
to cut.
is that?
One area you could save hundreds of dollars, something we probably don't think of. car insurance. Fox 29 consumer reporter Michelle Bucking is here with the real deal.
Sorry about that. Okay. So, Regents reference sheet. Good. Okay. This is a cone question. What's the volume? The volume of a cone is 1/3 BH, where B is a circle, so it's pi r squared, the base area. So V is really 1/3 pi r squared h. The volume is 1/3 pi times 4 squared times 12. So the volume is approximately 1/3 times pi times 4 squared times 12. 201 point, it wants the nearest cubic inch, so 201 inches cubed. The right circular cone, radius is 15 centimeters, vertical height of 20 centimeters, and a slant height 25 centimeters. Find in terms of pi the number of square centimeters in the lateral area. L. L equals pi RL, where L is the slant height. So L equals pi times 15 times 25. It wants it in terms of pi. So L equals 375 pi centimeters squared. Okay. Surface area of a sphere. There was only one cone problem? Two cone problems? Okay. Surface area of a sphere. That's 4 pi r squared. 144 pi equals 4 pi r squared. Divide by 4 pi. R squared equals, what's 144 divided by 4? 36, because the pi's cancel, so 36, so R is 6. Is that what they wanted? What is the... Oh, so I found R. Now the volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. Let me just check that. Yep. So volume is 4/3 pi times 6 cubed. So the volume, if I do 4/3 times 6 cubed, I get 288, so it's 288 pi. That's choice 4. The volume in cubic centimeters of a sphere, so I know I need to use this formula. V equals 4/3 pi, R equals 3 times 3 cubed. So V equals 4/3 times 3 cubed times pi, but I want it in terms of pi, so I'm just going to leave it as 36 pi. Choice 2. That's it. 347. The volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So if the diameter is 15, the r is 7.5. So 4/3 times pi times 7.5 cubed. And they want this to the nearest tenth. So this time I'm plugging pi in. 1767.1 inches cubed. Choice 2. Sphere has a diameter of 18, so find the volume. 4/3 pi r cubed. 4/3 pi r equals 9 times 9 cubed. V equals, in terms of pi, so I just do 4/3 times 9 cubed, and I get 972. Pi comes down, and that's meters cubed. Tim is going to paint a wooden sphere, so its surface area equals 4 pi r squared. The diameter is 12, so the radius is 6, so my surface area is 4 times pi times 6 squared. So the surface area, 36 times 4, 6 times 4 is 4, carry the 2, 64, no. 6 times 4, 6 squared is 36, and 36 times 4, 4 times 3 is 12, plus 144 pi. Let me just check that again. 36, 72, 144. So the nearest square inch, 452.452, because it wants to the nearest square inch. A sphere is inscribed in a cube. Okay. Then if we were looking at the front of it, it would look just like this. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So my radius then is 3, right? So my volume is 4/3 pi r cubed, 4/3 pi 3 cubed, 36 pi centimeters cubed. Choice 2. These should all be pi's. Two triangles are similar. Well, if they're similar, then this angle and this angle are congruent. These two angles are congruent, and these two angles are congruent. Okay? So the corresponding sides are 2 to 1. So sides 2 to 1. Altitudes 2 to 1. Perimeter 2 to 1. Area 4 to 1. Squared both. Volume 9 to 1. Cubed both. Okay? So, the areas have a, no, that's true. The altitudes have a ratio, that's true. The perimeters have a ratio of 2 to 1, that's true. Their corresponding angles have a ratio of 2 to 1, that's not true. They're congruent. It's choice 4. They're similar, so let's draw them. A, B, C. D, E, F. A, B, D, E. Which statement is not true? BC over EF will be 3 to 2 ratio. Let's call this 3x, 2x. This will be, let's just erase this. 3 to 2. Which is not true. This is true because they're the same side, so they'll be in the same ratio. A to D is not true because these will be congruent. Okay? ABC. I just want to see that one real quick again. ABC is similar to D, E, F. So I know this and this are congruent, this and this are congruent, this and this are congruent. Which ratio is also equal to 3 to 1 because it's all 3 to 1? A to D is not, B to F is not, the area is not, the perimeter is. The area would be 9 to 1, right? We would square both. This one would be 9 to 1. Okay. Two similar triangles. Which statement is not true? Angle A is congruent to angle R. That is true. AB over RS equals BC over ST. That is true. AB over BC equals ST over RS. That is not true. It's choice 3. The perimeters would be in the same ratio as the sides. That's what choice 4 says. Okay, and that is true. So it's number 3. Scalene triangle ABC is similar to D, E, F, A, so AB to BC is equal to DE to EF. That is true. AC to DF is BC to EF. That's true. Angle ACB will be congruent to angle DFE. That's true. And angle ABC will be congruent to angle EDF. That's not true. In the diagram below, the triangles are similar. Angle C is this, angle G is that. So 4x plus 30 equals 5x plus 10. Subtract. How do I want to do this? I want to subtract 10 from both sides and subtract 4x from both sides. Then I would get 20 equals x. And that's it. We have two similar triangles. A is 50, so then I know Z is 50. C is 30, so then I know Y is 30, and I also know this is 100, and this must be 100. So what is the measure of angle X? It's 100. AB is 7x, BC is 4, DE is 7, EF is x. What is the length of AB? Well, I know 7x over 4 is equal to 7 over x. So 7x squared equals 28 if I cross multiply. Divide by 7. X squared equals, I don't think that goes evenly, does it? No, 28 divided by 7 doesn't go. Oh, it does. 4. So x is 2. What's the length of AB? Well, AB is 7x, is 7 times 2 is 14. Choice 3. D is 4, is x plus 2. Determine the length of AB. So, x plus 2 over x equals x plus 6 over 4. 4 times x plus 2 equals x times x plus 6. 4x plus 8 equals x squared plus 6x. Subtract 4x, subtract 8, subtract 4x, subtract 8. 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. Four, 2, positive, negative, split them up. AB. So okay. Let's see. Okay, hang on 1 second. I actually wanted to see this type of problem. I just need to look something up. What is this called? Mean proportional inner right triangle. Okay, let's see. Alright, we got 2 rules. Okay. Let's see if I can do this my way instead, which I think is easier. Okay, everything's labeled here. So, you see we have 3 right triangles. We have this one, and then the big one. So I'm going to take my 3 right triangles and redraw them and relabel them. So this is x, this is 6. For my small triangle, then the medium triangle, all I know is this is 8, right? And for the big triangle, I know this is 6 and this is 8. Okay? So, let's see what we can find out here. What is the length of AD? Well, this is A, this is D, and this is C. In this triangle, I have C, D, B, and in this one, it's A, C, B. Yes, I think this is much easier than using the rules. The rules confuse me, okay, the formulas. So, I can do x over 6, wait, let me think here. Okay, I can find this hypotenuse, right? This is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. So I can now do 6 over 10 equals x over 6. Okay? So 10x equals 36. X equals 3.6 centimeters. Choice 1. Alright. Everything's labeled. It wants to know AD. So again, I'm going to split up my little diagram here. Just be careful when you do this. This is C. This is A. This is D. This is 12. That's all I know. Now I go to my second biggest triangle, where I have, I don't know anything here. I know C, D, and B is like that. And then I go to my biggest triangle, and I know 36, because this is upside down now, right? 12, this is A, believe it or not. This is C, and this is B. So, I can find this side, okay? Because 12 squared plus, let's call it x squared equals 36 squared. So 144 plus x squared equals, don't know what that is, but it's something big. 1296. Subtract 144. X squared is 1152. Take the square root of both sides. Do I even need to do that? Yes. No, I don't need to do that. I'm erasing that because it's not necessary. Sorry. What they want to know is AD, which is this, x. So, x over 12 equals 12 over 36. So 36x equals 144. Divide by 36. See how much easier this is now? 144, 4. Okay. Alright, let me split this into 3 triangles. First I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on its normal looking side. So D is where the right angle is, B is this piece, and C is there. So this is 6. Okay. Then I'm going to take the triangle on the left, which is a little bigger. Now, the right angle is still at D. A is out here, and this is 5. And C is up here. Okay. Let me just see that. That looks really close. But yeah. Then my big triangle, I have 6. C is this right angle up here. B is the one up here. And A is over here. Okay? So I think I labeled everything. This is interesting. Let me look at this again. Hold on. CB is 6. AD is 5. Okay, so if I'm looking at the small triangle, this is 6. If I'm looking at the medium triangle, why isn't this working? Hang on, hang on. I might have to use the rule for this one, which I'm not happy about. No, I really shouldn't have to use it. Wait a second. So let's see. Let's say DB is x, right? So now this is x, and the hypotenuse of my big triangle would be x plus 5. That probably makes the whole difference. Yes, it does. Now I can do x over 6 equals 6 over x plus 5. Yep. Cross multiply. I got x times x plus 5 equals 36. X squared plus 5x equals 36. Subtract 36. X squared plus 5x minus 36 equals 0. X, let's see, 9 and 4, plus and minus, split it up. I got x equals 4, and x equals negative 9, which we can reject the negative. Now we found x, and that's what it wanted, so it's 4. Okay? So I had to add a little something in there, right? Let's look at this one. This whole thing is 16, this is 7, so this is 9, right? Now let's take the little triangle first. 7, D, C, B. Then this triangle over here, this is A, this is B, this is D, this is 9. Then the biggest triangle of all is this big one where B, A, C. Hypotenuse is 16. Now how am I going to solve this one? Let's call that x. So any BD is x. That should affect 2 of my triangles. There, that's how I do it. Okay? So, what is the length of BD? Well, 7 over x equals x over 9. X squared equals, can't think tonight, 7 times 9, I think it's 63. I'm getting a little tired here. Okay, so x is the square root of 63. If I take 63, I could probably break it up into 3 and 21, and then a 3 and a 7. So x equals choice 1. Whoop, you missed all that, huh? There you go. See, I broke up 63, and I did my little thing here, and that's what I got. Let's see how many more of these I got, because I'm getting a little... Good. There's only 3 more of these, and then we're going to call it quits. So, triangle PQR. PRQ, where this is a right angle, and RT is drawn perpendicular to the hypotenuse. If PT is X, RT is 6, and TQ is 4X. Let's take the small triangle, which would be P, T, R, X, 6. Then I'll take the second biggest triangle with a medium triangle. And I got, this is R, T, Q. So I got 4x, 6. Then I take the biggest triangle. It's a really bad triangle. I got R, Q, P. So this is 5x, right? 4x plus x. And that's it. So what's the length of PQ? Well, I know that x over 6 is 6 over 4x. So I know 4x squared equals 36. X squared is 9. So I know x is 3. He wants to know PQ. So PQ is 5x, which is 5 times 3, which is 15. Okay? AD is 3, DB is, find the length of CD in simplest radical form. So let's call it x. Let's draw the small triangle. 3x. Okay, now let's draw the medium triangle. 4x. It's probably all I need. Let's label the sides. This was D, this was A and C. This is D, C, B. I want CD. 3 over x equals x over 4. X squared equals 12. X equals the square root of 12. The square root of 2 times 2 times 3. X equals 2 square root of 3. Okay? Simplest radical form. Last one for tonight. 3, 4, 5, right triangle. Determine H. So let me take the small triangle, which is R, T, and there's nothing there, so I'm just going to leave it. Now I know that this is 3 and they're calling this B. I'll take the medium triangle. This is T, and this is S, and this is 4, and this is A. Then I'll take the big triangle, and this is R, this is S, this is T, and 3, and 4, and 5. So if I want to know, where is H? Oh, H is this. I can do this in a lot of ways. I can do, let's see. I can do 3 over 5 equals H over 4. H equals 12 divided by 5. H equals, should be 0.6, or maybe it's 2.4. Yeah, it should be 2.4. And let's just say units. Let me just check that answer. This is 366. Just want to make sure since I'm... Yes. Okay? So, that is it for tonight. We got up to 366. There's 90 problems left.